Welcome to Engage, the digital media summit that brings together industry leaders to collaborate with local media professionals to provide thought-provoking sessions and presentations to help you further develop and transform your organization's path to success in a quickly changing digital world. Join us as we gather together to discuss the business of content from mobile to digital and social media. Engage is a presentation of the Nishnawbe ASCII Development Fund.
Well, again, folks, I'm Rob Campbell, and I'm going to MC the remainder of our session here this morning and leading into lunch hour. We have some great speakers for you today, of course, not unlike yesterday. Just to kind of recap, yesterday, for those of you who are present, I think it was most of you, and I know we're missing a few bodies that are still kind of wandering in, but we certainly had a great opportunity to hear from Stephanie first up, and really giving us that primer and getting all our minds thinking about some of the social media aspects and some of the importance therein of that. We talked to, Suzanne certainly talked to us a lot about a variety of things, but certainly things that I took from it was the analytics and the measurements and things that, you know, you can derive from social media and making sure that you're current and that you're re-engaging on a regular basis. We had a chance to hear from Chris Hadfield, who of course has a great story. Obviously his father being quite a prominent individual and the ability to build him up as a brand per se, and all the kind of unique and different things that they were able to do. And obviously, you know, the importance of language, and I think him coming from that English major background certainly gave an interesting perspective on how they've been able to look at the world through some of those eyes. Also noting things that, you know, clearly, because I'm wearing a tie, I'm that PC guy, so I'm a bit of a dork, and so that was well pointed out as well, so I appreciated that with Evan. And I think we then moved on, of course, to hear some great words from Scott Stratton, who was unmarketing, and I think he brought a lot of interesting perspective to us as well, reminding us that Rob Ford created a bit of a negative image for us nationally from a Canadian perspective, and we had such a great brand out there, so I was glad to be reminded of that, and that, you know, his message is you are the brand, and he certainly, you know, talked a lot about, you know, making sure that you're using your customers' medium to communicate, right? If they're phoning you, you phone them back. If they email you, you email them back. You want to communicate in that kind of way. So I think we got a lot of very interesting thoughts yesterday, as well as, of course, our panels that spoke to the good subjects of website development and, of course, how digital is changing the future. And so I think all of this brings a lot to bear on all of our thoughts relative to our organizations, companies, and the groups that are represented here today. I wanted to touch a little bit too on just quickly acknowledging our sponsors for the event, because these events always require a lot of great people to come to bear. You folks, first and foremost, the most important people are the audience and the great folks that come to participate here, and of course the great speakers that all become part of the information that's provided, and ultimately, of course, the sponsors who all become part and parcel of this. And I just wanted to, you know, again, acknowledge the great folks at TB News Watch and all the support they've given. And of course, yesterday I tripped over a few things. I kept getting sort of different bits of information, so I hope I'm finally saying the right thing about this incredible sponsor that's come to support the event. So TB News Watch and all their affiliate stations and so forth. Great organization. We obviously have the TD Bank who stepped up. MNP, that's my company. Some of you may know it as Myers Norris Penny, but we're MNP, a large accounting, consulting, and tax firm. And so a shameless plug for our organization. We do a tremendous amount of work across the land and support lots of different groups. I specifically deal with the Aboriginal community nationally, and by virtue of that, we're a leader servicing over 250 First Nations and about 1,000 Aboriginal clients across the land. So very proud to be part of that, and especially since I come from a northern reserve in Manitoba called Norway House, or Kinoseo Sipi. We also have the good folks from T-Bay Tel and ultimately Shout Media as well, who we heard from yesterday both as moderators and speakers. So I wanted to make mention of those good folks, and then of course the trade show participants. And always great to have them out and represented across the back of the room. I hope you engage with them throughout the course of the day when we have little breaks. And I know many of them are quite familiar to you, but it's always nice to keep in touch. I had a great chance to speak with a lovely lady last night who's part of Sacred Elements Teas at the back of the room there, and all the great and interesting thing that she's doing, and really natural products from the local area, and turning them into this great experience for you folks, and the ability to access these things, herbal of course, and medicinal, and some really neat stuff there. So I want to certainly make sure we acknowledge them. We've got we got Telco, of course, is back there. Northwestern Ontario Innovation Centre, who also did some moderation yesterday. RBC, Royal Bank, of course, the folks who have taken a lot of money from me. Sacred Elements, no, just teasing you guys. I've borrowed a lot of money, so I've given you a lot of money back. Sacred Elements Teas, of course, I just mentioned, and Anishinaabe ASCII Development Fund. So these are some of the fine folks, and those are some of the particulars that I wanted to cover. That's kind of hopefully the drier part of things for the morning's proceedings. I guess I wanted to mention a couple of things too. I decided, I said yesterday, my normal audience is actually usually, tends to be large Aboriginal audiences, and so, you guys kind of caught me off guard yesterday, given that's not necessarily what's represented here in the room. So I thought I'd better take a peek at a few things and get up to speed. And so I took a look at some stuff last night around social media. And of course, I found out that the net worth of Facebook is now around $96 billion. Are you aware of that? $96 billion. And that's about the same that businesses lose every year with their employees checking Facebook. Okay, well, that's not bad. All right. What else did I find out yesterday? So, of course, Stephanie was defining a variety of things around social media, and I came to find out these kinds of things from her. Facebook really is about what's on your mind. Twitter is really what's happening. And MySpace is where did everyone go? Okay. We'll try some more. We'll do something. We'll try some more later on. All right. And so with that, one last thing I wanted to do, and sorry, I don't want to chew up too much time because we've got a great keynote speaker coming up next. I had a chance to meet just a moment ago, and I can certainly confirm that I think we're going to get a great giggle or two out of this young man. He's clearly got a bit of a wit to him for sure, and certainly a great message to tell us. But one of the things I wanted to do was I kind of wanted to figure out who some of you folks were. And so I'm just, if you'll permit me, I'm just going to walk around, and I want to just try to pick on a few folks and just find out where you're from and sort of what drove you to this event, okay? So bear with me. Yellow microphone. Oh yeah. Is everyone able to get on to the Wi-Fi? Not really? Kinda? No? It's funny, because I have all the Wi-Fi addresses and I can't get on it, so I'm not sure. I cannot help. Yesterday I told you I could help you if you came to see me. I lied. I cannot help you. Okay, so let's find out. Let's find out who some of these folks are. This table, very engaged yesterday. I was very curious. And who are some of you fine folks?
We're all from T-Bay Tel, and we represent various areas of the marketing department. And I'm happy to be here.
What was the message from yesterday that you learned that you thought was something that stood out?
Well, I enjoyed hearing about some of the trends for the future. We're very active in social media and digital marketing, so it was interesting to hear where people thought things were going. And I certainly enjoyed learning a bit more about SEO marketing, which we've just started venturing into as well. So,
excellent. Great. Well, thank you very much. Whoa. Thank you very much. How about this young lady over here? Tell me, where are you from?
Oh, you called me young. The check is in the mail. My name is Shelley Jacobson, and I own Right Track Digital Communications, and my specialty is SEO. I develop content marketing strategies for my clients that help them convert cold leads into sales. So I've worked with Chorus Entertainment, with big launches, Fox, the Fox network, and most of my clients are based out of the States because in Thunder Bay, we seem to be a little behind with actual strategies, and people don't really take on, But things are changing, and it's good to see a lot of folks out here, and I'm excited. These speakers are amazing.
Excellent, and that's great to know. Fantastic. Are you all with the same? No, you're some different ones? No? How about you?
Sharon Kovacic from Yes Employment Services. So I'm the Marketing Communications Officer. So I do the social media, I do the content for our website, and it's all really good information. It's good to see that we're doing some things right.
Okay, very good, and it is great information. Who else is out here? I was curious about this gentleman here. Tell me, sir, where are you from?
From Royal LePage Land and Realty, the managing broker, and I'm here because anything I can learn to help promote the company, help promote business in Thunder Bay, it's what we're all about.
Excellent. And let's try, I'm going to pick on someone else. How about the back of the room here? How about you folks? Where do you hail from, sir?
I'm from KI, Picture Lake. That's the community Princess Sophie visited last fall from the royal family. And I'm happy to be here and learning a lot on the speakers. Our Winter Road just opened.
Thank you so much. I've been to your community a couple times in my life, and Winter Road just opening, that's not the best situation, but hopefully lots of loads will get in there. And of course, for lots of our northern and remote communities, this kind of technology, these are the kinds of things that'll, bring us closer to the bigger world around us and help us participate in the economy, I think, in a great deal. So I hope you're taking back some good information. All right, let's see. We'll try one more. How about this young lady right here?
Hi, I'm Bonnie Sheetal. My company's North Star Writing, and I do content for websites, businesses, and companies.
Okay. And what'd you take away from yesterday?
It's a lot of moving pieces, and it's interesting to see how it all works together.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for engaging, and of course, this is it's always interesting to know who everyone is out there. And yes, I assume Thunder Bay is everyone knows each other probably quite well. Not that you're a tiny community, you're a very large and vibrant city, but obviously this group probably bumps into each other now and again. And so I'm sure things are going to move in the right direction. I'm sure everyone's going to get more engaged through this event unto itself, and start using this kind of media and this kind of medium to get out there and expand their markets and businesses.
Engage and the Anishinaabe Eski Development Fund would like to thank the sponsors of Engage 2016. TB Newswatch, TD Bank, T-Baytel, MNP, Shout Media.